Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're excited for today's video. It's Thursday. On Thursdays, I do Thursdays, Thirsty Thoughts, where I try to pick a topic, get a conversation going, and then hopefully that happens in the discussion box. That's the description box in the comments section below. I can't believe I don't have that down better by now. Today, I don't know how much discussion this will foster, but hopefully it does in some way. I don't know. So I just kind of wanted to read. I had such a great birthday, and a lot of people. Cause I was did turn 40 at this point, and depending on the day, that was easy or fine or tough. And a lot of beer-centric people were a part of it. Including people who watch the channel. So I just thought, let's talk about that this weekend, or this week, what happened last weekend. So for everyone who did comment, because, well, I'll get to it, but there was a live stream that I didn't realize was happening at first. So a lot of people, whether me talking about beers I wanted to drink for the 40th and that live stream, a lot of people reached out, which was super rad. Stuff that was getting posted on Instagram, a lot of people DMing, commenting, so that was super rad because, I'm all about positivity. I'm all about, and you can see in the beer reviews, even if I don't love all aspects of the beer, I try to still find what is positive about it, and then maybe I wouldn't buy it again, but here's what they did well, and here's what I don't like about it, instead of just crapping on it, So I do like to maximize my happiness, positivity, and it was just such a positive experience of a weekend. And again, beer forward, obviously, and beer people centric. So first and foremost, Ross Stewart came. He not for my birthday. He just independently. There was a trip to the Northeast, and I'm like, well, it happens to be a good time in terms of my birthday happening and having people over. So on Friday, Sean and Carrie from Nerd Sense came a day early because we didn't do anything till Saturday. And then Ross, and I don't know if his girlfriend wants me to use her name or not, so I won't say her name and get permission. Also came Friday. So I met Ross and his girlfriend at Fidens. They bought beer. I bought beer for Saturday. Low ABV beers just to kind of crush throughout the day. And hit it off instantly. Not surprising. Everyone I've met in real life off the beer community has been really cool. And then we went our separate ways for a bit. And then we all met up at a local, really cool restaurant that has a great tap selection called Albany Ale and Oyster. And or oysters, I don't forget if it's plural at the end. But anyway, so the six of us with my wife just had a great time. And people, well, except for my wife and maybe some of the ladies, did not necessarily know all each other. But once we got the conversation going, it was great. When we finally sat down, my wife said, shouldn't you sit in the middle? You're kind of the glue of the different people who are here. And I'm like, I think the conversation's been going well enough that I don't have to kind of facilitate that anymore. And I was definitely right, which, if my wife's watching, I was right. And we just had a really we were there for hours. Just a lovely time, great food. Some of the stuff we really wanted to try had been kicked. I think even that day, some Monkish, for example. But we still got killer beers, had a great time. It was just so awesome. And then we went our separate ways, regrouped on Saturday. A little after noon, people started coming over just to my house. It was a nice day. By noon, my back porch had shade. We put out some umbrellaed places to sit in the yard, so there was always shade. We had Can Jam and Cornhole. Didn't play it until the very end where I'm like, hey, I bought these games. Or I bought Can Jam. My wife bought Cornhole. I'm like, we're playing at least one round of Can Jam because I spent money on this. But like I said, I bought some Crushers from Fidens. I still had some Dogfish Head ones I had bought a little while ago. Sean from Nerd Sense brought some Treehouse beers, for example. So we just had definitely those kinds of beers outside. People could just help themselves. There was a really nice grapefruit Radler from Treehouse that the Nerd Sense guys brought, and my wife really liked those. So that was awesome. And then I'm just trying to keep it beer community specific. So then Ross and his girlfriend came over later. Mike and his wife came with Sean and Carrie. His wife's Chan, and her name's been used on YouTube, so I don't think I'm out of place to mention her name. Great time, and it was cool too because it was a lot of different pockets of my friends together, and I just wanted cool people, who I like and get along with, and I'm not surprised that they all got along very well together. But anyway, so that was the stuff outside, And then inside, and you may have seen it on Instagram, I broke out all 4 vintages of my Samuel Adams Utopias, and we only reviewed Sean, Mike, and I. Only reviewed the 2013, which I think is going to be on their channel. And all the more reason to make sure you subscribe to Nerd Sense, because there's going to be some reviews on their channel and some of my channel coming up. And so that was fun. I just had them out. I put out some of the glasses, and people just went through and talked about their favorite one, which was cool. We reviewed at least one. I think we reviewed 2 more beers down here. Then we did 2 reviews outside. And if you saw the live stream, very similar, or actually probably the same exact setup, just in the back part of my yard. We kind of had, the golden hour light, so we lucked out with the lighting. I haven't listened back to how the audio is, but I hope that's good. But throughout the rest of the day, some of my other friends, came over that aren't part of the beer community. Sometimes they might watch my videos, but they don't comment, and they're not super interactive. But those are the people who, definitely comment on the channel, have their own channels, things like that. And just one more time, again, just thanks if you reached out, really appreciate it. And in terms of a discussion, just how about this? Just your last birthday, was it super rad, beer centric? Have you had a good time lately you just want to tell me about? And again, as someone who likes having a good time, I also like hearing about people having a good time. So maybe or how about this? This might even be the better one. I can't believe I didn't think about this ahead of time. How was your Memorial Day weekend? Do anything fun? Let me know. Comment section below. Maybe I'll even try to work it into the title. Maybe I'll do something I had a great Memorial Day. Did you? Good. Got it. Anyway, tell me about it in the comment section below. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check out Nerd Sense. Get Nerd Sense over 800 subscribers. It's crazy that they only have around 750. They should be well over 1,000 and monetized at this point. But anyway, baby steps. We're going to get them over 800. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both of those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.